You guys met one of my bosses, actually. Bald guy with like a beard.
Okay. Hold on a second. Does he wear quite loud shirts?
Yes.
And you met them. We went up to the summer bar, yes.
Dave, Trystan reunited. You mentioned that night that we were together. That was the first time you ever heard samba in your life, right?
Trying caipirinhas for the first time, and then going to a samba club. So thank you guys. Wonderful experience.
So I interviewed you guys for the first season of Rings of Power back in Mexico. On the occasion, I asked you why Gil-galad decided to stay and not go to Elven Heaven. You said that he thought that maybe the elves still wanted to be there. And now you have the rings. So does he think that the rings are a new way to like achieve this goal of his?
I think he doesn't know yet. I don't think anyone knows, but I think they have hope that they can save Middle-earth. Imagine that they've discovered nuclear technology for the first time and they could power the Earth or destroy it, and they don't know which way it's going to go. But if there's potential to save life and defeat darkness, and for the elves not to abandon Middle-earth to their own demise, they're going to try and do it.
Essentially, like, the gloves have to come off.
Yes,
from
that's
the
true.
elves.
Nori and Poppy, they portray like this beautiful relationship of friendship and on-screen friendship that we see. But how about behind the scenes? How are you guys able to like build that behind the scenes?
It was awful. No,
Right.
no, it's great. It's just lovely. It's really lovely to build a on-screen relationship, but also do that off-screen too. It felt very natural and it came very easily, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, the first season we had to spend so much time together as well because we were obviously all there and we were in New Zealand for a long time.
Yeah.
So we were seeing each other so much, but it is a privilege when you get to act with someone, act opposite someone who you're also friends with.
And how long have you been there, just out of curiosity?
20 months.
20 months.
And
I did not know that.
Not that I counted. You would have been 21.
21, yeah. 21.
Yes,
Wow.
so there you
A
go.
long time.
Wow. 2 years.
But such a privilege to have been able
An
to work
absolute
during that time
privilege.
and to stay there. Like, it was such a welcoming, so grateful for it, yeah.
Dawn is fast falling beneath trees of stone.
And Megan, I heard a story that about Poppy's song.
Oh!
That it wasn't originally you that was going to sing, but then you got like scouted on a karaoke.
Yeah, had a karaoke night with the Bayonas, and J.A. put on Suddenly Seymour, and he handed me the second mic, and we duetted to that. And JD and Patrick happened to be there, and then the next day I got a call from Patrick being like, "Do you want to sing in the show?" And I was like, "Yes, obviously. What do you mean?" And he was like, "It was great." And I was like, "Oh my god, amazing!" And then JD wrote incredible, beautiful lyrics, and Plan 9 did the music, and it was a wonderful experience. I'm so grateful that I got to sing so much.
Or wander alone.
I love the song as well. So.
Oh, thank
and also,
you.
I'm a huge karaoke fan.
Oh, please come
yes,
join
of
anytime.
course.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask the three of you if you could help me to pinpoint like karaoke songs to characters from the second season.
Whoa! Wait, that's a brilliant question.
What's a Sauron karaoke song?
Do you know, is this a good Sauron karaoke song?
That's so difficult.
That's really difficult.
It could be something like a Pink Floyd or a David Bowie or something all on that.
What's that Britney Spears song that's
I love that we were going like David Bowie.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
Yeah.
It always comes back to Britney.
what is it? No, I actually simply
Do you have
must.
any ideas?
I was thinking mostly about I don't know, The Stranger.
Yes.
It's very mysterious. So
I feel
Yes.
like instead of karaoke, it would be some sort of like interpretive dance for the stranger.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
You know what it would be?
And an instrumental.
There's this gibberish. It's a song in gibberish.
Oh yes,
Oh, incredible!
Incredible. I would love to see Daniel Wayman.
That's fabulous.
What about for
Attempting
your
to-
characters?
For Poppy, I've never thought about this. I really should.
All by Myself by Celine Dion, I think, for Nori.
Oh, yeah.
I think she feels very alone in her.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
that's
In
perfect.
her,
What do you give for Poppy?
Me? Give her Poppy.
Yeah, I need some help. Have we got time for this? Should we move on?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking you've probably got more questions.
This is the work of Sauron.
And we see Arondir start to reflect a bit about mortality in this season. So how was it for you to like work with this kind of emotional load?
I consistently have all these existential questions and watching existential shows, and you know, that's kind of like the meat that I love to explore.
There's this humanity that he's grappling with that he just doesn't understand, but he can't get enough of. You know, he's just completely curious about these people, and to the extent that he falls in love with one.
Pharazôn's loyalty, it's always been kind of like in check in the first season.
Yes.
And in the second one, we see him like going to extremes and
well,
to
do
his
you know what? Sorry to cut you off there.
It's okay.
Is that he's the only one in Numenor that exercises any impulse control. You know, everybody goes, yeah, let's go to war, let's follow this elf and go into war. So when you're talking about the gloves coming off, Pharazôn's the only one that wants to put the gloves back on. But in doing so and having to deal with this, the ridiculous ideologies of everyone around him, he tears the gloves back off again. So the gloves really are off.
What can we expect to see of the Numenor core?
You're going to see two different ways of grieving, I think, or how grief affects two factions of Numenorian society. And so that's going to come to a head, given that there's a power vacuum. And what trajectory do we want this island to go in? Do we want it to go in an innovative, progressive direction, or do we want to keep it in line in its sort of antiquated format, where we are second-hand citizens compared to ours?
And how you all respond to those around you.
Yes, exactly.
Trystan is so adept at playing Pharazôn, is that every time someone comes in and says, so why are you so evil? He goes, I'm not evil, I'm misunderstood. And I really enjoyed watching you do it.
You are wise to fear these rings. In Sauron's hands, they could work an evil beyond reckoning.
The first season had these huge expectations, and then it delivered, and then we again have a lot of expectations. How do you guys dealt with the expectations?
We love our characters, we're committed to our characters, we love the artistry, we respect the world. We work with all these artists that we want to elevate their art, that help us perform this thing, and I think that's our focus, to tell a great story and hoping that you guys like it, and then we can just like chat at Comic-Cons and, you know, kind of like fangirl together.
We saw a lot of plot twists on the first season of the Rings of Power. So can we expect to see the same kind of, or new kinds of plot twists in the second season?
I think you're just going to see everything's more second season.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more going on. And because, you know, the characters are going through their own journeys, and I feel like there will be a lot of surprises, and we'll definitely be on the edge of our seats for sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Time.
Oh. No, I remember.
You got this.
Go.
Okay.
Oops, I did it again.
Yes!
Think of the lyrics for Sauron. I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Do you imagine with like the long blonde hair, just being like, oh baby.
And then Celebrimbor.
I can't wait to see like a lot of fan edits.
Yes,
of Sauron.
brilliant. Let's make it happen.
Elven
That's
genius.
phenomenal. I'm so glad that you got that.
Thank you.